Hello, everyone. Patch notes of Season 1 2022 are out. Let's talk about it. This is just going to be me talking about the stuff that I care about, that interests me the most. Hopefully, you guys will like it. Let's get started. So, iRacing 2022 Season 1 has the green flag. This major season release adds a pair of new touring cars, the Honda Civic Type R and the Hyundai Elantra NTC. Now, let's stop right there. The Audi has been a welcome addition to iRacing. I remember people begging for a TCR car, touring cars of all kinds, to be added to iRacing. Now, it was really popular at first. People really seemed to like it, but because they kind of neglected that series where they haven't really added new cars, people kind of, got away from it, and now it's pretty much a dead series. The fixed one is pretty dead. M7 Michelin Pilot, you'd see people compete, but it's not that popular. I think more people are interested in the GT4s because that's actually being supported a great deal more. Now, that could all change right now with the Civic and the Hyundai. The thing is, what I'm hoping for is the fact that people will get into it, they'll buy the new cars, and it will give the series some longevity. It won't die off after 3 or 4 months. It will keep going and will still be popular a year from now. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm kind of pessimistic about it, to be honest. I'm not sure, but it really depends on how much support the cars will get in the first 6 months. Therefore, there's going to be some problems with the cars, obviously, BOP issues or whatever type of bugs people find. And the sooner they fix that and the more support they put behind them, I think the more popular the series will become. So let's see. I mean, we're definitely going to see a ton of people driving them in this new season, Season 1 2022. So I'm going to be doing a full comparison between all three, see which one is fastest, slap it on a video and put it on my channel. So if you want to see more of that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you enjoy this type of content, then leave a like or let me know in the comments what you think I can do better. Yeah, so we got TCRs. That's exciting. That's fun. And the most important news, I suppose, is the Mercedes AMG F1. The new F1 car, the W12, the one from this season, the 2021 season. And that's kind of exciting because it's first time in a very long time where they added a proper F1 car. And, again, I'm very pessimistic about it because there's a huge chance. It all depends on how they get it done in terms of series, what type of series they want to build. Because if they do it right, which is fix series 20-30 minutes, make it nice and simple for people to get into it, and then alongside it do like a full hardcore 50, 60, 70 laps race, with open setups, then that's fine. But if all they're gonna do is do an A-class series with open setups that's an hour long or more, I think it's gonna deter a lot of people off. You got 3 sets of tires with this car. You're gonna have to figure out a fuel strategy. There's a billion buttons on the wheel that you need to push throughout the race, and the setups are hugely complicated. So it's not very user friendly. There's gonna be a ton of people signing up for iRacing to get in on this car because it's probably the best version of an F1 car that's going to be for a while, or at least I'm hoping it will be good. And that's going to deter them. It takes a while to get up to A class, and even after you get there, the setup shops don't really provide good setups for F1 cars. I'm hoping that will change, but there hasn't been much emphasis on it. So setting up those cars is insanely difficult. No one knows how to do it. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play it out. If they do like a B class or even C class fixed series 20-30 minutes, yeah, it's going to be carnage. Granted, it's going to be carnage, but at least people will have the motivation to drive it. And, if you really want to clean it up, then do an A-class series where you have a ton of options, and it's more complicated, so it will deter some of the newer players, therefore will give you cleaner races. We should have both. I will definitely jump into this car if it has a fixed series. I don't care about the carnage. I'll do my best to keep it clean, and I'll drive the hell out of it. I'll have a lot of fun, I think. I hope. But I'm not going to do a full 1 hour or 2 hour race, open setup series. I'm just not going to get into it. It's too demanding. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. I hope that they'll be smart enough to provide us with like a pick up and play kind of series alongside with a more professional series. But it does seem like they want to give it a lot of support. So I can see that all the tracks that are on the F1 schedule have revamped their DRS lines. They got new markings, new signs. They're really updated to accommodate for this new car. So it looks like they're planning ahead here, and I'm hoping it'll stick around and the car will get plenty of support. This new deal with Mercedes could be huge for iRacing, bring a ton of new people in, which I'm always excited about. It's always fun to have like a new wave of people. Obviously, there's the learning curve. If you're running a D-class series, you're gonna meet a lot of new people who don't necessarily know what they're doing, but in the long run, it's better for all of us because the money they got off of the COVID thing, it really boosted the amount of content we're getting as the old timers. So I'm definitely hoping that that will continue so we can continue to get better content. So a new F1 car is exciting, even if I'm not the biggest F1 car fan, like open wheel fan. I'm still excited about it. I'm definitely going to do a review on that car. I'm going to jump into it as soon as it comes out and make a video about it. So yeah, I got a busy week ahead of me. Knockhill. I never knew this track. So there's a new track. Scotland's Knockhill Racing Circuit. So it's located in Scotland. I've seen some TCRs go around there in real life just to try to figure out the layout. It seems really interesting. The altitude changes, the camber in the road, the blind corners. It's a short track. I love short tracks. It seems very technical. This is, on paper, this seems like the perfect track for me. I'm gonna definitely give it a go, and we'll see, if I like it or not. But I think I will love that track. It could be really fun with these TCR cars because I think BTCC races there, so that's really an obvious choice to put it on there. But maybe the F1 as well. Let's see how that goes. Watkins Glen has been fully rebuilt. Now, first of all, the best thing about the rebuild is that they're not recharging us money. So if you already have the track, you're not going to have to pay for it again, which is, good on them because rescanning the track has cost them money and probably not a fair bit, like a full team rescanning everything and then implementing all that data into the sim. That costs a lot of money, and they're giving it to people who bought it for free. All that new information for free. That's really cool. If you haven't bought this track, what the hell are you doing with your life? Watkins Glen is one of the best tracks out there, hands down. This is not new track hype or whatever. I love Watkins Glen. I'll drive almost anything there. Maybe not the Skippy or something, but anything fast, I will love to drive it there. We're gonna have 6 hours of Watkins Glen in 2022. I'm gonna probably participate in that, maybe with the LMP2. I haven't done that in a while. Kind of excited about it, so we'll see how it goes. And we get the Porsche Experience Center at Hockenheimring. I don't know what that really means, but that means new layouts for Hockenheim. I'm not the biggest fan of Hockenheim. I'm sorry. I don't know how that will go. I'll give it a run, see if it's worth making a video about. If it is, I will. If not, I'll move forward. But definitely the F1 car and the TCRs I'm going to make videos about and give you guys my thoughts and some comparisons to other cars as well. We got some pit lane speed limit adjustments. This is to accommodate for the F1 car, I bet. So you can see that all of these tracks are F1 tracks pretty much. So they increased it to 50 miles an hour, 80 kilometers an hour. That's cool, whatever. Doesn't really change our life that much. New damage model, the mesh collision system has been updated to prevent colliding objects from stiffening up relative to their collision depth between each car. This was causing ground objects and wall objects to act more dense than intended and could cause snagging or excessively strong rebounding effect. We all had it where we get stuck in a wall and the car will just mesh with that wall and become one, and it's just stuck. You can't get out of it. So this, hopefully, as far as I can understand, should prevent that and the massive rebounding effect that you sometimes get as well. Nice job. New visual effects, again, probably to support open wheelers and specifically the F1 car. So a tire rubber scuffing shader visual effect has been added to all cars. This effect is tracked locally across the width of the tire and will dull the new tire sheen through use. So as tires continue to run on the track, highly cambered tires will appear rough in areas that touch the racing surface and remain shiny in in areas that are raised. Pretty cool, actually. And wing vortices may now appear when the conditions are right. I hope I'm saying vortices correctly. This includes very high speeds and very high humidity. How long can you get them to stay? I don't know how long I can get them to stay. That's pretty cool. That's like the aero effect that you get on wings in F1 cars. Pretty cool. Your spotter will become more chatty and accurate, it seems. So the spotter calls for fuel estimates have been recalculated and are dramatically improved. The spotter uses the more accurate laps remaining estimate seen in the fuel black box. That's cool. So, it will actually be a bit more useful this time. Spotter messages for damaged and broken front and rear wings and bent suspension has been added. Pretty cool. This is currently only enabled for all winged open wheel cars. Yeah, they're really focusing hard on the F1 car. Hopefully we'll see that support throughout the future. That's pretty cool. New car gets a ton of support. We always like to see that. If you're running super high resolution like 4K or whatever, the new UI now allows zoom of up to 300% to better support very high resolution displays. Pretty cool. I'm only running on 1080p. I'm such a pleb, but if you got a good screen, that's good for you. Also, if you're running a curved monitor, then preliminary support for curved monitors has been added. The FOV calculator now works for them, along with improved 3-screen support. So, better support for curved monitors. Again, I'm a pleb. I got a crappy TV, so I don't care, but maybe you guys care about this. And that's pretty much it as far as what I care about. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, if you did, leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you think. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do tons of videos on all the new content. And we're going to have some fun this next couple of weeks. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.